Hey everybody, it's Eric from the MMG. Welcome to our channel. Today we're talking Nightingale. Got some tips and tricks to get you started in your gameplay sessions with this wonderful survival game. First tip, once you get your sickle belt, which is one of the very first early tools that you will acquire, you want to harvest everything you can because it is the easiest resource and the most abundant, at least in the forest biome, which is probably what most of you should start with. Every biome will have one resource that is in abundance. In this particular biome, the forest one, it's going to be definitely fiber. That's why I'm using the sickle to harvest all this. Other biomes will have other resources, but no matter what it is, you want to gather a lot of it at the beginning because you want to turn it into essence, which is used to repair tools, buy recipes, and lots more. So you just come into your inventory now and you find the fiber that you've acquired. You can right click on it, hit extract. As you can see, it's a 1-for-1 ratio, so we get 23 essence just from that little bit of gathering. Alright, the second tip is when you open up your recipes. So if we hit C, for instance, and we come in here, say we're trying to build this realm card right here, this Antiquian realm card. You can actually right-click on it, and it will pin it. You'll see a little icon down here. It'll pin it over here in your information screen. So now you have the ingredients that you need to complete that recipe. And you can do that with any of the objects in the build menu here, even if it's like maybe this. Maybe we want to make this simple enchanter's focus. And then we can see the materials that we need to make that. It's a quick way to pin things and show you the recipes the materials that you need to complete that recipe. Alright, the next tip is to get the umbrella. It's one of the best items. Wherever you land, should be at a structure like this where you have some NPCs, and you will have an essence trader nearby. They are going to have some of your first recipes that you can buy with essence. And one of the best items here in the simple cards is the simple umbrella. So you definitely want to make sure you buy that so you can craft it, because it is going to be invaluable for you when it starts to hell, which is a common weather effect here in this world, and other worlds are going to have very similar effects where you need an umbrella to protect you. It's going to be invaluable to you, and you're going to use it a lot. It seems to me like every time I'm out and about and I'm trying to explore or do something, it starts to hell or something, and I am sitting there taking damage, and of course I can't find a structure to save myself, and so I end up getting killed because I don't have a simple umbrella. So make sure you buy it. It's only 30 essence, and it's going to be invaluable for you in your adventures early game. Alright, the next tip is based around combat in this game. Early on through the tutorial, it will have you use the knife to fight things, but that's actually not one of my favorite weapons. Now, the knife is nice because when you right-click, you kind of juke, but it does use a lot of stamina, so you have to be cautious. But if you use a different weapon, like, say we want to use the pick or maybe a maul here, you can block, and this will actually absorb some damage, and it doesn't use as much stamina. It does slow down your stamina regeneration if you're blocking, but it depends on your combat style, what you like. All the weapons handle a little bit differently. Some hit harder. Some weapons can knock enemies back. There's different effects, and if you look at the weapon itself, it'll kind of give you a little bit of a description of what it can and can't do. So I definitely recommend you try out several different weapons. I know my buddy Jim really likes using the axe. It's got a wide swing range, and it's fast, which is nice, and it still has the block ability. So definitely play with combat a little bit, figure out what fits best for your play style. Alright everybody, that wraps up the simple tips and tricks for getting you started in Nightingale. Hopefully these help your early game. Stay tuned for more. We're going to have a lot of Nightingale content coming to the channel. So stay tuned, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and have yourself a great day.